Fantastic.
What about you, Tim? Is it recording?
It is recording.
Oh,
it is. We are recording. We are recording. So
this is an experiment.
This is an experiment.
Do you want to introduce the experiment, Tim?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
of course
I do, because you know damn well by now.
It's all about you.
I am incredibly self-indulgent and egotistical. Half an hour ago, we were supposed to be a bit more than half an hour ago, we had a guest lined up, and he never showed. So, and he's Danish. I don't know, you being Finnish, Danish, I don't know what's going on there. Maybe you just, some Scandinavian sort of synchronicity, serendipity or whatever. I don't know. So anyway, we were going to be interviewing this guy about happiness. But he, like I say, he didn't turn up. So I desperately went on Twitter saying, does anybody know anybody that would be good for a guest? And Yuri, an ex-client of mine, came back and suggested. Now, you just corrected me how I said it, but I wasn't listening to you. And I just realised as I went to say your name again, you said, so it's Antti. Oh, right, I got it. So in Finnish, right, okay. So he suggested you. I said you sounded like something that parents may give to the kids when they were sick. What's your second name?
My second name. Oh, that's my last name. Karppinen.
Karppinen. Yeah. So Antti Karppinen was just like you don't. Anyway, that's just like a joke. You've probably. Well, it's not really a joke, is it? I'll shut the fuck up now. Okay.
Yeah,
so basically, Antti, we just want to. Yuri came back and said that you went from nowhere to being like a world-class photographer in 12 months. And both me and Olivier know fuck all about photography. So we thought, well, how could we have a better guest than somebody talking about something we know nothing about? So,
photography.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about it. Tell us a little bit about your story, how it happened.
I have a big studio in Finland. I have there's 6 employees in Finland, and actually last August, my wife got a fellowship for the university over here in Cardiff.
Okay.
And we decided that we come with the whole family over here, and I have a good kind of a thing going on in Finland. I'm a Finland's best portrait photographer from 2 years back.
Wow.
And I'm kind of an internationally awarded photographer in Finland. And I moved to Cardiff, Wales in August and basically started the career from scratch.
Okay.
Trying to figure out how, because I decided that I'm going to do only kind of my work is, I have a narrow niche of what I do. I do storytelling, images, and kind of commercial work, and I decided I'm not gonna take photographs of everything. I'm gonna pursue this kind of a dream to kind of find my way to these right clients that will get me further and I started to network with people, trying to help people blindlessly, kind of because people know people, and I don't know who I'm helping in a way. Mm-hmm. And that person might have kind of other people behind them. So the doors started to open up weirdly. And in 5 months, I was nominated in this town, one of the creatives of Cardiff Life magazine. It was this magazine, this huge competition that people can nominate themselves on. So I decided that, I'll just put myself up there, because I already did quite a bit of damage in this artistic industry over here, so it's been kind of a weird year because basically I started from knowing no one, and even today it was a totally weird thing that I think I got 10 business cards of different creatives from TV and movie industries just by going out again to this one event and meeting and just showing my work. So it's been my own social experiment. What can you do in this short time?
So can you tell us more? What does it represent, this event? Because as we said, we have absolutely no clue. So does it mean that you won the Oscar, or does it mean that
no? Well, in a way, I think the thing that Yuri told about is also that there's actually like a World Cup even in photography.
Oh, yeah.
So
really?
Yeah, it's called Photographic World Cup, WPC.
What the fuck? How does it work? Photographic World Cup. What do you do?
Do you have penalties and overtime,
I
injury
think
time?
it was a second year running, and every single country that can put their own team, 6 members, and put like images like in different categories.
Okay.
And I was nominated to be one of the Finland's team, and I put pictures in different categories, and one of my wedding pictures got nominated now to be the top 3 in the wedding category. So I'll be getting a World Cup medal, at least bronze, on April.
God's sake, for
do
wedding.
you have you got groupies trying to beat a path to your door? Have you got like big titted blondes that are just hanging around outside?
I thought that my kind of a picture won't be successful in that category, because usually the wedding pictures. Well, I don't usually take even wedding pictures, but my wedding picture was so different that it's like I would say it's a neck breaker, because I kind of changed the whole perspective in the picture. I can show you the pictures later on. But
yeah, maybe it was different because it was the best man fucking the bride, basically. That's what
I mean but do you know the couple is in bar? They are dressed in black. That's not a typical anyway.
Oh.
And they are lying on their backs, because I changed the whole perspective. They are, in a way, they are sitting on a counter of the bar. So it's a totally weird picture.
There's no goats involved, are there?
And no goats this time, but
next time, you're going to bring a goat into a wedding. It's a goat marriage. Imagine if you talking about change of perspective. Yeah, you can put people in black and lime on a bar, but 2 goats getting married. Now that's really fucking changing the perspective.
Yeah, but the goats in the bar could be also pretty successful. Yeah.
Good point. Yeah, don't disregard. Yeah. Don't ignore
pissed
the goats
drunk
in the bar.
Goats.
Yeah, pissed
in
drunk
bar.
Goats.
So what? Yeah, no. What changed for you now? So you have this now happening to you. You have these prizes and stuff. So you start to be famous, right? So have Tim just mentioning. So is there like changes in your life happening because of this, or?
Not in a way, because still I'm kind of a basic like a nobody over here. I try.
Don't you say that? You're not a nobody. You are a somebody.
A champion.
You're a guest of Raw Voices podcast.
I said to people that I started to be a nobody, but now I'm somebody from Finland. So it's
somebody. Yeah.
I think that was the Cardiff Life, the magazine kind of a songs. When I put my own application, I kind of concentrated on that even in a short time, when you kind of move yourself in the right direction and be open to help people, and just set your goals high enough, you might get even halfway or even get your goals. And when I came here, I set my goals. My goals were, because I knew that the Cardiff Wales is rugby country. So I decided somehow I have to kind of find my way to take pictures of those Cardiff Blues players, the rugby players, because I've taken sports pictures in Finland, and then try to find my way also to the BBC and this movie world. And that was like the plan for the whole year. And I managed to do those in 3 months I was here. So things just moved along, and I think the whole thing was just to go out and getting from here. This is my home. This is my office. My desk and bed is over there, and 2 dogs. And just getting from here, from my underwear, put something on and go out to meet people, because I don't know who they know. So that was my whole take. So I've been going quite many times to meet people and just if they need help of anything, other photographers might see that, okay, how you do it, I always show. There's no secrets in this business in a way. Everything can be learned. So I started to help people, and for some reasons, those people that I started to help without knowing who they were happened to know more people that open up the doors on the way. So
it's very interesting what you said, and actually when you mentioned something, and as soon as you mention it, I just seen Tim writing something, and I believe it's because you said goal setting. Is it correct? So you set a bar, right? You set a bar, and I'm smiling because Tim is a coach. I don't know if you know that. Tim is a coach.
Yeah, I picked from Yuri's thing.
So I'm a coach as well, and when you say goal setting, this is one of the things in our industries. Goal settings, raising the bar, having a target, right?
Yeah.
So, and would you say that these goals was something extraordinary that you will never imagine getting them, or it's something in your reach, basically?
No, it was those two goals in a way were in my mind realistic. On top of those, have always had this higher goal. Actually, I've made a video out of that. This
Is this a goat wedding again, isn't it?
Okay, goat
wedding.
There's a guy called Michael Muller that does basically all the coolest movie posters for Marvel movies and stuff like that. So I made a video. I want Michael Muller's job, showing his work before, and then that, okay, I'm as a quality, I know that I am there, but I just need to find my way. So my ultimate goal is at the moment to be the one that is creating those movie posters for the top movies. Marvel. And that is out there. I might get halfway, but that's the ultimate in a way my thinking at the moment. So
could you do that in the next couple of weeks, because this podcast will get lots more listens if you've already gone and blitzed it and been famous. No, you said I was writing something down, Olivier. Basically, I thought Antti was going to say
good pronunciation of my name.
Thank you. I'm working on it, Antti. And I thought he was going to use the expression, if you aim for the moon, at least you're landing in the stars, which I fucking hate that expression because it's so stupid. I mean, the stars are fucking millions of miles further than the moon. You wouldn't land in the stars at all. You'd land in nowhere and you'd die. So that would be my response for that. But
moving on.
Moving right along, because I wanted to make a joke before, and I thought it's not fair because he probably, it's like winning, a cultural event in Cardiff is a little bit like winning a beauty pageant in Ethiopia or somewhere.
Shut up.
That's terrible. I was trying to think of somewhere where there's no way I'm going to offend anybody, and I thought I've actually offended myself there.
Yeah, I think that's appalling. Antti, sorry about that. Antti, sorry.
No offense.
But anyway, but what the point I'm making was completely lost, and I should have. So let's get back to that. How do you like Cardiff then? It's nice in Cardiff, isn't it?
Cardiff is great. It's a good sized city. 3 hours from London.
Yeah. That's good.
Well, that's real. That's a
good reframe.
Yeah.
3 hours from London. Actually, I've been to Cardiff a couple of times. I like Wales. Although North Wales, they don't tend to like the English very much. But other than that,
I think there's something going on between English and Welsh. So, but I'm from Finland, so I don't have to bother your fights.
So if Finland were playing somebody at soccer, who would be the biggest? What would be the biggest game? Would it be Denmark or Norway or Sweden or what?
It would be the ice hockey game against Sweden. I think that's the battle. That's the main fight. Ice hockey game against Sweden.
Okay, and as that, excuse my ignorance. I don't know why I'm excusing my ignorance after my Ethiopia pathetic reference, but I can't get much more ignorant. So have they ever met in like a major, like an Olympic final or anything like that?
In what? In ice hockey?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. The Finland has won, well, at least 2 times the World Cup, and we always kind of go at least to the medals. We are big in ice hockey, but not that good in soccer or football.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just need to cut you out right now because we have news from our other guest. You know, we had a guest before, and he just said, okay, I'm reading the answers. He said, crap, I completely forgot. Fuck, I'm really sorry. That's it. Well, no, then he suggests some other times. But anyway, so that's... this is
So he was some kind of an Oscar winner.
Yeah, we'd rather have you. I think we'd rather have...
Actually, yeah.
Antti. Yeah, fuck him. Yeah, he didn't
fuck
make
him.
it.
Come
I
on.
was joking about Cardiff, but is there a big culture, you know, from going from Iceland to Wales, is there like a huge culture gap?
Yeah, it was Finland. Not Iceland.
I said Iceland, yeah. No, I'm just saying, what I meant was if you had gone from Iceland to Wales.
Yes.
Obviously, you yourself didn't do that. You know, I mean, that's plain for everybody to see that you didn't move from Iceland, you moved from Finland. But look, it's all fucking fish and snow, isn't it? Let's be
definitely.
honest.
That's true.
Okay, I have a question for you, Antti, about photography. Actually, is it something that you always knew that this is what you want to do, or did you learn something before as a career? Or?
I was a AD. I was doing graphic stuff before this 15 years. I was in the early boom of first kind of a mobile gaming around 99 to 2002. So, but I've been always doing different graphics and advertisement and content for example, mobile games and stuff like that. And coming from that, used like someone else's images, but then slowly turned to the photography was a hobby. So it slowly turned that, okay, this will become my profession someday. So 2008, I turned full-time.
Full-time. And how was it at the beginning? Was it like struggling or something?
Well, I think because I came from different industries straight to the photography industry. Our company started to change quite a bit of stuff. So I saw that the industry was like, narrow-minded. So before I came from a new media company or IT and mobile gaming and entertainment, so I started to do stuff differently, not looking what they've done in the past. Just we started to do a bit of fresh approach, and it just started to grow from that. So, and I was started to do. I started like normal clients, like consumers portraits, but then my graphic designing background started to kick in a way. So I started to go and aim more on the commercial side.
What is the most funniest picture that you've ever taken, except from the 2 goats at the wedding? What is the
most famous?
Oh, funniest.
Funniest.
Funniest?
Yeah.
What is
it? That's fine.
It's a Pinterest competition.
Okay, every one of us has an accent right now. Okay, so you have an accent, I have an accent, Antti has an accent as well. Come on.
Funniest. I can't.
No,
remember.
I wasn't ridiculing your accent. I was ridiculing the question. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it wasn't your accent. The accent was fine, mate. You stick with that. The question was fucking ridiculous. What is your funniest piece? Yeah,
I think there's a couple of really funny. Every single case that I've done, it has a lot of stories behind. But really funny was I was doing one poster for the Finnish theater. And there was these 2 older guys that need to be harnessed and lift up, so I could shoot them up like under them. So and they had to be kind of in different positions, and I think the struggle they had in a harness floating 2 meters above me. That was kind of.
So you're doing that for the Finnish. Could you not get the job for the Icelandic film? Thing. Oh dear! I'd done so much research on this guy that was going to come on, but it's he was fucking boring.
I will
wanted to ask you
post
something.
my webpage to the chat now, so you can go through and read whatever.
Yeah, so I can research you after we've finished
Yeah.
talking to you. That'd be
Or
great,
while
yeah.
doing this.
Yeah, while doing it. Yeah, so it says on your website, Antti, that you like goats and photographs and stuff like this.
And
so
duets.
have you been to see Cardiff City play?
Cardiff what?
Cardiff City.
No, I haven't
No.
been to the football matches here. I've been to rugby matches.
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big rugby fan. I played it at school. And there was this one instance that they put me at fullback, and Olivier won't have any clue what we're talking about because France is shit at rugby. We
Oh,
beat
sure.
them.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
For me, I think it's a bit different. So I've seen like football matches, but I haven't seen the City play here. But the rugby is a new thing, so that's why I've been going a couple of the matches. So
A new thing? What do you mean a new thing? A new thing for you?
well, new thing for me.
Oh, I was going to say the Welsh have been playing rugby since.
Yeah, but we don't
I was gonna make
good on rugby in Finland. So
No. So what is Finland? Who's the most famous person to ever come out of Finland?
That's a nice question as well.
I think there's of course.
Hang on, let's see what the answer is first.
Most of the males know, of course, our Formula One drivers: Kimi Räikkönen, Valtteri Bottas.
Yeah, you guys
So-
can fucking drive. I used to be into rally driving, and the Finns had some. Did you just say Ari Vatanen? No, you didn't. Ari Vatanen.
I
Do you remember
I
Ari
could have
Vatanen?
mentioned, yeah.
Yeah, he was world champion. There was others as well at the time. In fact, what is that? Why for such a small country?
I don't.
Does it produce so
I don't
many good
really
drivers?
know. I think I don't actually know where they because I think it builds when you have success in these areas. It draws the kids to the driving. Actually, there's a lot of VCR drivers. Hannu Mikkola.
Mikkola, yeah, I remember Mikkola. He used to drive
and
the
actually,
Audi Quattro, didn't he?
And that's the case. I've taken pictures of original Audi Quattro that it has been driven by Hannu Mikkola.
Oh wow!
Really collector mint cars, and also Stig Blomqvist, and it was actually it was 2 months ago. I was in Manchester taking pictures of those Audi Quattros.
Yeah, I remember the Quattro. Sorry, Olivier, you're probably nodding off now, but this was probably they burst onto the scene in the 80s, I would imagine. Sort of, I want to say like mid 80s, and they just dominated rally driving.
Yeah, the B series. Yeah, they were just, and then they banned them because of the injuries, because they were too hard to kind of drive safely.
You know what I'm doing? I'm right now in your website just checking out pictures, and actually they're pretty good, my friend. You know, and I can see
pretty good, damned with faint praise. You know, they're actually not too bad.
That's a really high compliment. These are pretty good.
That's pretty good. And I can see that you're very drawn by this. I can see like Star Wars references. I can see movie references a lot. So this is very like this movie industry. You're attracted by that, right? I can see, Lord of the Rings references and stuff like this.
Yeah.
And how much, because I'm looking at these pictures, how much are they photoshopped behind that? Or is it
a lot?
A lot. That's one of my questions. Is Photoshop now? Is it this integrated part of photography? Right.
It is mine. It's my work needs that tool.
Right. So
and that's why I say that it's hard to kind of consider myself a photographer, because it's in a way digital art.
It's digital art, okay.
Yeah.
So how do you feel? So at the moment, there's the ability. I mean, pretty much everybody has been duped by a photograph. Obviously, probably not you, because that's what you do for a living. But most people have seen. You've seen these pictures that will go viral on Facebook or whatever, and signs. That whatever amusing photographs. Often it will be signs that say something that and you just you never know now whether something's been created. It's a little bit like when videos go viral. It's like, say, of the kid doing something dead cute, but you don't know if the parents have like trained the kid to do that and then videoed it to deliberately send it viral to. And it kind of like, to me, I'm often thinking it takes the edge off it. How do you feel about that? I mean, do you because you could probably create pretty much anything in a photograph and make it look realistic.
Yeah, I don't kind of think it too much because my work needs that. I kind of say that to my clients that imagine anything. If they can imagine what they want from me, I can create it. So that's just part of my
where
work.
It is. Yeah.
Well, it goats in a bar, I can create it. So.
Okay, that will be the title of this podcast: two goats in a bar.
two drunken goats in a bar. I was just about to say that we just find a red line for this.
Yeah. A goat walks into a bar and it goes, "Ouch! Who the fucking hell left that bar there?"
How many drunken goats do you need to change the light bulb?
Yeah, maybe one. I don't know. But who are your biggest clients? Because so you said your clients right now are companies. This is what you okay. Look at Tim. Tim's is just like say what first fucking question is that? Because I'm looking at at your pictures and I'm wondering who will use that. This kind of very
it depends. For example, the last case is in Finland was one of the fastest growing IT company that I did their strategy. They were planning to do 2020 vision, so I made their strategy into pictures, not like numbers and words. So I made images how they want to be in 2020. So it depends. Over here I've done pictures for the campaigns of mental health. I've done pictures for the one-sider company. I've done pictures for the Cardiff Blues players. I've done so it comes from different places. Just people have to see that I can create something different. So I'm not in a way picking my clients. My clients usually are like advertisement agencies that kind of hire me to do some kind of images. And I do quite a bit of also my own projects and try to get exposure for those. In a way, I've tried to kind of go with this associate with a brand thing. If you do your own projects and kind of they might be, I'm aiming them to someone. And that company might see those pictures and, just see that, this guy knows what to do. So
so I have an interesting project for you. So you look at Tim and look at me. What can you do with us? Imagine
not much. I'm not a magician.
Well, fuck you!
Oh, for God's sake, man!
Not a magician. I'm a sculpted piece of art. Grown men weep when they see me in embarrassment.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if that's
I would definitely approach these. I would. I usually do a lot of background research. For example, if I would do if I would do like portraits of you guys, I would need a background information. What do you do? So then I would come a concept of trying to make you look. I would try to incorporate what you do into the shots and the services you are providing. So if you would be a commercial case,
so that's very interesting because this is okay. So let me bounce this idea, because for us, what is very important is this idea of raw, which is about imperfection. You see, we are not professional. By now, you should have discovered that we are not professional, and we don't know what to do, and we most of the time we fail at everything we do. Right, but that's by this imperfection, there's something interesting. Well, maybe we think there's something interesting comes after that. So this imperfection creates something which is kind of attractive. And when I look at your pictures, which are very kind of worked and very not polished, but it's lots of design and details. And I'm sure you spend so many hours on these pictures just to create this perfect framework. How would you approach this imperfection with your kind of work? See, I'm trying to come with something interesting.
And failed.
Fail as well.
But every single person has their own kind of a characteristic that will be kind of portrayed. There's for example, if you scroll down the pictures, there's a picture of this butcher that stands on a row of pork behind. I think that's one of the kind of a really bold statement of meat. I was hired by this one butcher company to make portraits of their employees. It wasn't commercial case, but it became in a way. I was hired to do their internal portraits to kind of put the focus in the employees. It was a part of their workwear case, just to make them feel proud that I'm going there to take their images and stuff like that. So, but in a way, when they saw those images, they turned also in the commercial cases, even though they didn't. I wasn't hired to do commercial photos, but they were so powerful on their point because they say out loud what they do, and they are just real average guys working in the different parts of the chain in the butcher company. So those images are, I really like them because they portray the normal guy to be almost like a butcher is a superhero in his own, in this company world. So these cases I really enjoy doing also these internal strategies when you're making these images part of the company strategy, putting the focus on the small guy.
Yeah,
so I would definitely get something out of you guys.
Oh, cool! Can we do something then?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's get him before he becomes famous.
He's famous, for God's sake. He's famous.
He is famous because he's been on Raw Voices podcast. So how much more famous can you get?
So you are in Florida, and where were you, Oliver?
I'm in Dubai, but I will be.
Don't worry, money's no object to Olivier.
Yeah,
He'll fly us both to wherever we want to go.
Yeah, excellent.
If he works in Dubai, he's got loads of money.
But no, that's not true. I'm relocating back to France in a couple of weeks, so that's it. So anyway, we'll be closer. But you're self-employed, by the way, right, Antti? Are you?
Well, I'm kind of because I have a company in Finland, so I'm in a way doing stuff over here to my company. So self-employed, yeah, I've always been.
You always been?
Since '95, I started my first company. So I'm incapable of working for someone else anymore. I cannot do that anymore.
And
you
say that because of what? Well, this is something that
I feel that I need to be. I think I need to. In my head, I think I need to be in control of what I do and how I do it. It's always been. I need to feel that I'm doing, and especially at the moment, since I consider myself as an artist. So I cannot, in a way, even though the cases comes from different. And sometimes my work comes from different advertisement agencies, and there's another creative. There's always, if there's two creatives, there's always like a bit of battle which vision is, because I've always like try to get also my vision into play, and so. But there's been so many cases that I've been doing, but definitely I feel that I couldn't work for someone's payroll.
Let me ask you this. So if, say, a Hollywood studio wanted to hire you to do their creatives for the movies, surely they would want to put in a lot of the artistic input into it.
Yeah.
Would that not be a problem to you then? Would it be,
No.
It wouldn't. So you basically, you'd sell your soul for the devil.
Yeah, but of course I would like to think that they are hiring me because of in that place, if they would hire, I would know that they are hiring me for my vision and the quality of the work I'm producing.
Good point. So, you just exposed a shit question by me. Well done. Yeah, you're right. Of course they would. Why would they hire you and then tell you what to do? They may as well do it themselves, hadn't they? I won a world championship for podcasting in my mind.
Do they really keep those?
Yeah.
Well, if they do, they wouldn't be giving it to us. I can assure you.
But how is this business actually? Let me come to this question, because I have no clue how this photographic business work. Is it competitive? I'm sure it is competitive. Is there like many people attracted to it? How do you survive?
Competitive, by the way. It's competitive.
Fuck you.
The thing is that if you have a camera, you can call yourself a photographer.
Yeah.
My wife is taking lessons now.
Today, you can quit your day job and put a business card saying that Olivier, photographer.
Right.
Yeah. And
so
life
there's
coach.
there's no like, it's just wild. So it's really competitive in a way, but I think I've found my own patch of really narrow niche of doing, and I'm trying to find the clients. I think I'm like breaking the surface at the moment. Things are going okay, but the ball is running and getting exposure, but I'm still in a way in a position that I'm not known by the big world. My bubble is still small.
Yeah, not after this podcast, mate. You're going to be. This is
all the free viewers.
You may not get to the moon, but at least you'll land in the stars. Not really. Anyway, fast forwarding, may think I really mean. Anyway, shut up. I'm talking to me now. But I mean, your site is. I'm looking at your site now, and it's very impressive. It's very. I'm glad you called it like digital art rather than photography as such, because there's this. We all have this image of. I actually lied at the beginning saying I don't know anything about photography. I was really keen amateur photographer when I was in my 20s. But we have this image of a photographer, and it's like weighed down with lenses and cameras and and what have you. And but it's not like that anymore, is it? It's like
No.
I would have thought, and tell me if I'm wrong, but I would have thought now you've got to be just as good at the technical side of it, like using programs like Photoshop, etc., as you have been able to spot the opportunity for a good picture, because otherwise somebody can make that good picture with. Sorry, go on.
And I don't think that those are even the best qualities of being a photographer. I like taking pictures of people, so I think you have to be your qualities has to be that you are willing to go on a podcast like this. Yeah. Openly, blindly,
stupid. Yeah. To make contact.
You have to have a really good knowledge of how to network with people, and I've tried to kind of I'm part of the same kind of a digitalist group as Yuri are, and the whole key issue is there. The sharing is caring, not scaring, but caring. So I've tried to kind of use that to share whatever I get or know with everyone, because it just plays out that I will get more all the time. So I think those social skills and knowing how to be and act in this world and be kind to people, I think those are even more important than technical sides also, that they are really, really, you have to be really social. You have to be, if I would work with you guys, I mean, I already feel that it could be a really cool photo shoot, and you would tell about that to everyone, and you would tell, that's how the things roll. It's I would be like self-centered and not like really shy, but really good on technical side. I don't know. I think these issues are really important.
You know what? Just for what you said right now, just for the couple of sentences, I think this podcast is worth a lot, because since the beginning you keep repeating something, and I didn't pay attention, but you say it's all about connection, right? You say it's about connecting with people. If you want to be successful, is to connect with people, exchange, be social, right? And
I have to go and branch out even for this situation, because I'm not in a way shyest person to go. I'm not like nervous because I don't even know who you are in a way, but I really like to talk people even in this kind of situation. So,
but you say that this quality that you just described, it's even more important to be successful, right? Than the technique behind it.
In my point of view, yes. Because the technical side can be always learned and taught. I mean, you can get better, but the best, on my point of view, the best guys that are doing the greatest jobs in all the photography industry are the guys that share. They write blogs, they write the content, they put their, they show that they will work with these guys. They're like trying to get the focus out of themselves to someone else and write the stories out about someone else rather than themselves.
I wish you could come and talk to, well, not to come and talk to, but the other life coaches, because one of the things that I drive home to them, the life coaches that I train, is share best practice. If you find an interesting article, share it to some. But there doesn't seem to be that mindset. There seems to be that mindset, what I have, I hold. That I found something that's useful. If I give it to a competitor, maybe they'll then take a client off me or whatever. And the world, as a rule, doesn't work like that. The more you're prepared to give away, the more people want to reciprocate and give back to you. And it's just like. So I love that mindset.
Yeah, I mean, it's like this. You've seen so many of these instant karma things online, and I think because they're usually negative things. So someone punches a dog and slips away, or these kind of things. But I've seen so many times in my head. I've tried to kind of to get work for the BBC or like Doctor Who and stuff like that, and it's really hard to, because you don't know like anyone. And there's this occasion I found this one guy online that has a really cool beard, and I thought, I would love to take photos of this guy. So I met the guy, and what do you know? He's also a photographer, but does like fitness images. And I said, I'm going to help you to get retouching and with the lights. He's in the early stages of like photography career, but really good on that. He has also this narrow niche. And I started to help him. And when I started to kind of figure out that, okay, where he works, what do you know? He happens to work in BBC, doing background editing, behind the scenes editing for the Doctor Who. So he opened up basically kicked down the door. So this is not the only kind of a place. This weird thing happens that I've noticed that I have to kind of be open to meet up and help everyone, because I don't know who they know. And the whole industry works on who you know. People know people, and people relate to people. If I help someone, he in a way owes me something, but he's not going to pay me because he just opens the door to his connections. And someone it's coming around from somewhere else.
You could start a social media platform like this and call it maybe something like LinkedIn or something like that. I think you could do it like that. But.
Help a beard guy with a beard. .com.
Yeah, I bet that's still available as well. I bet that's still available if you were to...
It reminds me of this gift economy concept, which is basically giving to people, right? And by giving you receive as well. So which is not this capitalist system. I'm kind of a socialist right now, but
right now, like last week, he was a fascist.
Last week.
He changes every week. It's ridiculous. He was goose stepping up and down his room the last podcast.
No, I'm always been like this, but yeah, gift economy, or by sharing you receive back as well, and I can see.
But that's how it worked with Yuri, for example. Yuri pushed me to your direction in a way.
Yeah. So just for just to clear that up, Yuri's next client of mine. When I asked on Twitter, we need a guest
right now.
Like that now, not in like an hour or tomorrow. We need one now. And Yuri mentioned Antti.
So Antti, we will help you.
Nailing that fucking pronunciation. I am nailing it. Go on, carry on, mate.
No, because we will help you now. You help us, we will help you, and we can introduce you to so many people that we know, like Guy McPherson or
who thinks the world's ending in the next few years. We could introduce you to James Altusher. He's a good friend of ours, except he fucking doesn't respond to our emails, and I love him. No, we don't actually. I mean, what you're saying is absolutely right, and I really believe in this. What you give, what you get. Unfortunately, there are some examples where it doesn't pan out, and this is probably going to be one of them for you. But you were willing to give it a go, and that's amazing. You never know.
Yeah, but the whole thing is that I never know.
No, you don't.
But I know that anyways. Yuri will be seeing this, so it's all good.
Yeah. Well, we've got one listener. That's the only reason why I had you on. Because I thought, well, he's bound to listen to it because he's his mate. So now we're going to get.
But I love that. I love this attitude, really, of trying, of doing. Of not. Oh shit, what is that? I don't know them. I will stay in this fear aspect. I will stay close. And I won't step away from my space. Here you're reaching out, and this attitude of opening. And going out and share, and that's to me it's essential, right?
But whole thing is that back in Finland, in a way, I didn't have to do, because I was already getting enough work by just how the company was running, so it was my own social experiment by coming from my comfort zone to the totally weird country. Even it was Wales.
Yeah, Wales is fucking weird. I tell you. Yeah.
And it's been so Wales, educating, really. Even for me, to kind of see that being like this pays out, and I learned also quite a bit on the way. It's been one of the greatest years.
What's are you doing? You're just like you have your finger in the air.
Yeah,
finger. Are you fingering us? What's up?
I was meaning we need a minute or two, mate, because I've got a client.
Oh, okay. So we need to wrap up. This is what
we're deciding. Yeah. Oh. So I thought we may be a bit more professional. I thought I could just do that, and you know what I meant. I should have done that.
Okay, give us the finger.
Yeah.
What is that?
Wow, what is that? That's your wife. She sounds very strange. She may want to get her larynx checked out on that.
Maybe she wants me to pick her up from somewhere.
Yeah, we'll keep him talking now, so he gets his argument with his wife.
Okay, Antti. No.
Go on.
Perfect for us. You save us because
you did, mate. Thank you very much for.
Otherwise, I had to talk with Tim, and that's for me. It's a pain in the ass. Believe me, we did this in the beginning. I don't want to do this again. You had fucking.
Yeah, you get introduced to another Finnish guy, so that's not that bad. So.
Yeah. Who was the Finnish guy? Because obviously you're from Iceland, so.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to say something else there. I just wanted to add on. Thank you for joining us. To hop off Twitter and to come and join us at no notice whatsoever. I think at first you thought we were joking, didn't you? I think at first you were being punked. And we were serious. It was like, no, when? No, now, seriously.
Yeah,
now.
I went to your webpage and I thought, okay, that's. Yeah, I think I'll try that.
Yeah, So yeah, thanks very much. Appreciate it. Really, it's good of you to join us at such short notice. I definitely hope that you get something from this. I'm pretty sure the head of Warner Brothers is a subscriber to our podcast,
listening.
As we speak, even though it's been recorded. But so thanks a lot. And
no problem. My pleasure.
Thank you, Antti. And I will contact you. After that, through emails, okay? I will send you a ping request for email, just but we keep in touch, okay?
Yeah. I will send the stuff what you need. So excellent.
Thanks a lot.
It was cool.
Thank you very much.
Good stuff. And I'm going to pay straight away, Olivier. Okay.
Thank you.
I'll be in touch. Cheers.
Bye bye.
I will send the bill later on.
No worries. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cheers. Bye.